This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Soldier dies in two-vehicle crash in St. Catherine. A soldier died as a result of injuries he sustained in a two-vehicle crash on Old Harbor Road in St. Catherine on Wednesday morning. His identity has not been disclosed. The circumstances surrounding the incident are unclear, but it is understood that the crash occurred sometime after 6 a.m. Preliminary reports are that the Jamaica Defensive Force member was driving his motor car on the roadway when he collided with another car reportedly being operated as a taxi. Several persons, including the soldier and the taxi operator, all sustained injuries as a result of the crash. They were transported to the hospital where the soldier died while being treated. Licensed firearm holder falls a robbery. Two men were arrested and charged after a licensed firearm holder witnessed and challenged the men who were attempting to rob a woman. The incident occurred along the intersection of Retreat and Seymour Avenue in Kingston on Tuesday, July 19. Charged with assault at common law, robbery with aggravation, and illegal possession of firearm are 25-year-old Miguel Stone of Sussex Lane, Franklin Town, and 19-year-old Paul Alexander of York Street, both in Kingston 16. Reports from the Halfway Tree Police are that about 11:45 a.m., a licensed firearm holder saw a woman being robbed at gunpoint by Stone and Alexander. The licensed firearm holder challenged the men, causing a Honda motorcycle on which they were traveling to collide. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, both were taken to hospital. Alexander and Stone were charged on Tuesday, August 9, after an identification parade in which they were pointed out. Their court date is being finalized. Cocaine dealing cop gets 3 years in U.S. prison. Jamaican cop turned drug dealer Shellion Allen has been sentenced to nearly 3 years in an American prison for smuggling more than 1,000 grams of cocaine into the United States, court documents have revealed. Allen was handed a 33-month sentence in a Florida federal court on July 18, almost 3 months after she pleaded guilty to the charge of importation of 500 grams or more of cocaine. A second charge for possession with intent to distribute cocaine was dismissed, the documents show. Allen, an 18-year veteran of the Jamaica Police Force, was also ordered to undergo 3 years of supervised release. As part of her guilty plea entered in April, she admitted that she had more than 1,000 grams of cocaine when she arrived at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport on February 3 this year on a flight from Montego Bay. U.S. authorities say 200 grams of the drugs was in her vagina, about 143 grams were in her bra, and about 690 grams inside her stomach, which she expelled after she was transported to a local hospital. Allen is also facing allegations in the U.S. state of Wisconsin, as she is the leader of a lottery scamming syndicate that fleeced 20 mainly elderly Americans out of U.S. $1.6 million. Licensed firearm holder charged after threatening woman. 44-year-old Richard Wu, a customer service manager of Bogue Village, St. James, was charged for assault at common law, unlawful wounding, and illegal possession of firearm after he allegedly threatened to kill a woman in Ryan Park in the parish on Saturday, August 6. Reports from the Montego Bay Police are that about 4 p.m., the complainant and another woman got into an argument where both of them started throwing stones at each other. Wu, who is a licensed firearm holder, allegedly pushed the complainant to the ground, pointed his firearm in her face, and threatened to kill her. The police were informed and an investigation was launched. Wu later turned himself into the police in the presence of his attorney. He was charged following a question-and-answer interview. Alleged phone thief collapses, spits blood in court. The Westmoreland Parish Court's usual handling of judicial matters momentarily came to a halt on Tuesday as Warren Scavella, one of the 3 men accused of stealing $2 million worth of cellular phones during the Dream Weekend party series, collapsed while spitting blood on an officer. Scavella, along with his co-defendants Karen Liscombe and Denver Robinson, had just had their highly anticipated bail hearing put off until August 16 because of the prosecution's case file being incomplete. Their bail hearing had previously been put off during their last court appearance on August 3. Visitors and court staff alike gawked in surprise as Scavella had to be held up by a court officer and made to sit on the prisoner's bench. He was eventually removed from the courtroom along with Liscombe and Robinson. Attorney at law Martin Thomas, who is a part of the men's defense team, along with fellow lawyers Henry McCurdy and Shane Walker, confirmed that Scavella was taken for medical examination. The drama did not stop with Scavella's medical emergency, as a woman identified as a relative of the defendant was heard behaving boisterously and shouting abuse at the court staff moments later. "I made a report. I have you all on tape," the woman screamed as officers ordered her to leave the premises. Judge Walters was told that the three defendants' criminal records, which had previously been requested to assist in their bail application, had not yet been brought from Kingston to be put on the file. The court was also told that contrary to a request from the attorneys, the outstanding reports could not be made available before Friday, August 12. As a result, the bail hearing was deferred to August 16, and the men were ordered remanded. Scavella, Liscombe, and Robinson were held and later charged following a police operation on July 31, during which several items were seized. The items included 16 iPhones, 2 Samsung Galaxy phones, 2 laptops, and 36 RSIMs, which are used to unlock phones, along with 200,000 Jamaican dollars and 30 pounds in cash. The items were allegedly stolen from patrons at the Dream Weekend event, which was held in Negril between July 29 and August 1. NHD scheme cracking at Seams fume irate homeowners. Less than a year after moving into National Housing Trust constructed units at Twickenham Glades in St. Catherine, residents say that the $14 million structures are falling apart. The Housing Trust presented the keys of 110 two-bedroom single-story duplex houses to residents in December, but the new homeowners were left fuming after discovering defects which they say have not been addressed by the state agency even after months of complaints. The challenges reportedly include underground leaks that have resulted in hefty water bills for some residents, roof leaks, swellings, indentations and strips, flooded homes and the streets during heavy rainfall, wall and window cracks, defective doors, including front, back cupboard and closet, and termite infestation. The NHD said that it needed more time to accurately and effectively respond to queries from the news when contacted on Monday. Questions raised included whether the housing agency was aware of the issues, whether it had responded to the complaints, and if not, a timeline for addressing what was identified. In a news interview on Monday, resident Patrick Lindsay said that he was forced to carry out emergency repairs on his new house after discovering that a section had been infested with termites. He said that repeated requests for compensation from the agency have been ignored. Lindsay said that the residents have received the certificates that the premises were treated and would last for 5 years. He hasn't been in the house for 1 year yet. They tell you to send email and sometimes all 3 to 4 weeks are over a month and nobody responds to you, said Lindsay, who has reportedly had to redo his bathroom because of the infestation. Persons have been having issues, whole heap of faulty things in the house like cupboard door drop-off and closet doors falling off. It's just some shoddy work, and it is so unfair to us because persons are behaving as if they are doing you a favor, he added. He said that the NHD has also failed to honor commitments for repair works by not assigning a team to conduct the repairs despite setting appointments to do so. Lindsay said several residents have in the past taken time from work to facilitate workmen who fail to show up. You sit down at a yard and nobody no turn up, and not even communication. It is a sad situation, and I am very much disappointed. Substandard work was carried out and persons believe as a homeowner you must sit down and accept it, he charged. Another resident who gave her name as Miss Williams said she remains in constant fear of flood damage, noting that she has had to leave plies of towels by her front and back doors whenever she leaves home. The woman said heavy rainfall resulted in water seeping under both. The house is flat and there is nothing to take the water off it. It is common among us all in here. It's not just one house, Williams fumed. You shouldn't be moving into a new house and having these challenges. I shouldn't have to make adjustments to a new house for it to be livable. A third resident who did not want to be identified by name said the two neighbors received the water bills for $400,000 and $60,000 respectively because of underground leaks. The entire flooring had to be dug up to find the leaks, the woman, who identified herself only as Miss K, said. She reported rallying her immediate neighbor to stand up to the NHT, forcing them to the back foot and to pay the bill. "It is just chaotic over here. The first time it rained, my whole road flooded. We brought it to their attention since December and nobody looked. Persons are setting buckets to catch water from roof leaks, and these are new houses," said Miss K. "Tiles are cracking up. I have a swelling across the roof and they said that they were going to send somebody. I am still waiting. I have had it with them." Speaking at the handover ceremony in December, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said that the housing scheme is a demonstration of the NHT's fulfillment of its mission of building housing for Jamaicans. He said that Twickenham Glades was tastefully done and turned over to beneficiaries who included public sector workers, persons with disabilities, and others aged 19 to 35. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.